Hi there, my name is Graeme Heinrich from Heinrich Aerial Solutions. Heinrich Aerial Solutions operates globally using cutting-edge drone technology, GPS equipment, RTK corrected, and software that allows us to generate a multitude of deliverables for any outdoor area for visualization, surveying, and 3D modeling. I just wanted to show you two or three things that we do here very quickly. This is the Bendigo site of Mercy Health, where there's a development going on in this area. If you can see my mouse, we flew this site. It took us about half an hour to fly and about a day to process the 3D data. Every square inch of the property is mapped in 3D to survey grade. And one of the deliverables we can generate out of this, I'm just going to zoom in a fraction to the site, is an overlay of Google. That's what Google gets at the moment. You'll see our logo will appear in the top left corner just here, and this is the site as of Tuesday the 11th of February. That allows you, with Google Earth Pro, which is a free program, and our overlay, to go into the site and see it when it was captured, which could be as soon as 24 hours after it was captured. So this is a pretty small site, about 400 meters by 600 meters. Anything up to a kilometer square might take an hour and a half to capture, but within 24 hours we can then go into anywhere on this site and start doing some measurements as the site is on that particular day, not as Google Earth has it from a year or two ago. Obviously the resolution changes here on Google Earth, and our resolution is much better. Once you've got the better resolution, then you can pick out specific points and use the embedded measuring tools within Google to do very basic measurements. Okay, not up to survey grade necessarily, although the data within here is survey grade, you wouldn't use this tool. But that's a 3.75 meter gap in that car park there at the end of the curb, as it was last Tuesday. I'm going to jump out of that program and go into a survey program. This is Google Earth, or rather Global Mapper. In Global Mapper, we've got the entire site mapped, and in a DTM, digital terrain model, which that color map on the left-hand side, or color chart on the left-hand side is showing. I'm going to turn off the ortho photo, which shows the site as it was last Tuesday, and then we're going to get the terrain model, which has elevation change as per the color coding on the left. So the highest point on the property is this area here. Lower down from 270 meters down to this end of the property is closer to 262.5 meters in that red zone there, and getting into the orange area below 260 meters on the very north side road of the property. You can turn that ortho image back on. You can generate all sorts of data out of this. I happen to have created some contour lines here at 1 meter. So on the site that's been developed already, with the houses at the end of that road or fence, you can see there's a steep gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 or 7, 8 meter drop there. And that all this data can be loaded up into AutoCAD and layers can be generated there. Beyond that, I'm just going to show you one other tool that we have in our stable of tools. This is our own 3D Inspect tool, HAS Inspect 3D. We're loading up a model, or it loads up any model that you've mapped. Most recently, I've opened Mercy Health, so I'm going to load that up. That pops up quickly. No internet connection is required. The map sits on your computer. The model sits on your computer. The viewer sits on your computer. There is no delay. No internet connection required. Good thing is here you can go into a 3D mode and start looking at what's happening around the site and quickly analyze and discuss different areas. To that extent, we've got tools in here that allow us not only to see it in 3D and have clear discussion about the entire site, for those on and off site, even if from the office where you want to discuss something that's happening at the far end of the site, if you don't want to walk down there or drive down there, you can analyze it using the model. The other thing, or tools within the model, are located here. We've got distance, area, volumetrics, and even coordinates. I won't go through all of them, but they all work really well. I'll just span around there. But if you want to look at, say, this pile of dirt here, and say, well, how many truckloads is that? We need to get rid of this area of build-up of earth or whatever it is, sand, stone, what have you. You can quickly quantify what that is, and we can see here that the cut volume on the left-hand side at 7.2 cubic meters. We can then look at that in 3D, and you can see those points in there are all captured at 18 centimeters up here on the left-hand side. They're sampling distance, as if a surveyor has put a survey pole down every 18 centimeters across that area. I can immediately change this to every 1 meter and watch the dots change as I change the 0.18 meters to 1. And now you've got a spot point value, as if you've gone out there with a survey pole, and now you've got a 7.52 cubic meter stockpile. So cut and fill stockpiles, distance, area, volumetrics, all capable here, but it's an up-to-date view of the site when it was captured. Really good for people on site who need to clarify what's going on with other workers. Great for people who are maybe a long way away from the site, Melbourne, Ballarat, Geelong, who might have something to do with it, and you want to get eyes on the site and see what's going on. This will allow you to do that. Just finally, I'll just measure from the top of that mound of dirt on the middle of the site and see how high that is, and that happens to be over here, 5.9 meters, or 5.9 meters high, 10 meters in distance, and nearly 6 meters height difference of that mound of dirt. So we've got a bunch of tools. Hope to be able to show them to you face to face, and if you've got any interest, don't hesitate to call me. My number is 0402 360 063, 0402 360 063.